Okay, so today we're doing a video for senior third Kyu. So you won't see too much difference now between the fourth Kyu, which is your purple with 2 white stripes, and your third Kyu, which is your brown belt. The difference obviously being the kata, which changes each time. So for seniors, you are going to be doing Tekki shodan. So on this one, we go side to side instead of doing a particular shape on the floor. We'll go side to side with it. And our sets, so you're going to be doing sets 1 through 5 of Kihon ippon, both sides obviously, and set 1 of Jiyu ippon. Okay, so this one we're going to do is sanbonzuki, so jodan, chudan, chudan. Make sure you're attacking on target, so head level for your jodan, so if you aim for your nose, then it's going to be a nice level at the front, and then chudan, you're aiming for the centre for your solar plexus. Okay, so step down, gedanbarai. So the first one is jodan, chudan, chudan, and again, jodan, chudan, chudan. As ever, depending what space you've got, do more techniques, do them on the spot, but whenever you get the chance, do as many as you possibly can. Okay, so jodan, chudan, chudan, and again, jodan, chudan, chudan. And then when we turn, what we're going to do is, so we've done our chudan, chudan, we're going to step the foot across, double block down into zenkutsudachi. Okay, so we'll have done our jodan, chudan, chudan, we'll have ki'd, double hand block, twist, use those hips to twist yourself round. So, maigeri, aiming chudan, jodan punch, double punch for chudan. And again, maigeri, jodan, chudan, chudan. So the next one we're going to do, we are going to now be doing agiyuki, maigeri, gyakuzuki, gedanbarai. Okay, so we're now building in these extra combinations. So from gedanbarai, agiyuki, keep it simple, it's Kihon, so we've got to keep our, it's our basics, we've got to keep our double-handed blocks. Agiyuki, back leg maigeri, step it back, throw the gyakuzuki in at the same time, so the foot lands. So we've done our agiyuki, maigeri, as the foot lands back, that's when the gyakuzuki comes in. Remember the hikite hand, keeping it nice and tight. So, agiyuki, maigeri, gyakuzuki, gedanbarai. So we're seeing the hips and shoulders moving on this. So 1 and 2. And then step backwards. So agiyuki, maigeri, gyakuzuki, gedanbarai. So making sure, as I say, we're keeping those hips and shoulders turning, getting it nice and tight. Don't lose the power on that gedanbarai on any of this. So the next technique we're going to do is soto ryuki. So as ever, we're starting at the top of the body, working our way down. So soto ryuki, okay? Now, we've done it before where we stop at the gyakuzuki. This time, we're going all the way through the set. So, making sure, front stance. Soto ryuki, front stance. Pulling up into high sokodachi but keep low. Hands come across. Yoko empi. Okay, so yoko empi uchi. Jodan reckon. So we're aiming for the head. Pull it back. Step the foot back as we do the tatishuto, because then we're winding up for that gyakuzuki coming in, gedanbarai. Okay, so let's go through that one. Soto ryuki, yoko empi uchi, jodan reckon uchi, gyakuzuki, gedanbarai. And again, soto ryuki, yoko empi uchi, inki mirachi, urakan uchi, gyakuzuki, gedanbarai. Okay, so let's go through that once more, and we'll do that from forwards and backwards. So 1 and 2 was your ki on the gyakuzuki. And then going backwards. So 1, 2, and yami. Next combination we're going to do is uchi-ryuki, kizamazuki, gyakuzuki, gedanbarai. We're going to change from back stance to front stance. Okay, so from our uchi-ryuki, kokutsadachi, so the back stance, we then change, we don't lengthen, but we change the stance. From back stance, the kizamazuki goes in at jodan and square up. So we're going into front stance. Gyakuzuki, gedanbarai. Okay, so kizamazuki, you don't want full on square shoulders, otherwise when you put your gyakuzuki in, you've got no power. So uchi-ryuki, kizamazuki, so still more or less hand me. Gyakuzuki, gedanbarai. Okay, again, don't lose power in that gedanbarai. So uchi-ryuki, kizamazuki, gyakuzuki, gedanbarai. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And your ki on the gyakuzuki. So we do that forwards and backwards. So 1 and 2. And backwards. 1 and 2. And yami. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is shutoaki, kizamageri, nukite. So the kizamageri is a kizami maigeri, so it's a maigeri, but it's off the front leg. So normally we bring it from the back, kick through. This time it's off the front leg. Now we're in back stance, so you shouldn't be rocking yourself backwards. You shouldn't be rocking yourself backwards to get that kick in. You should already have the weight on that back leg. Obviously if you have any knee issues, be careful. So step down, shutoaki. Nice 45 degrees, hand me, blocking to the side. Step forward, shutoaki. We're going to kick off that front leg, nukite. We're aiming to go a full front stance. So from here, we kick and land. So you're lifting your foot, think about that you're stepping over a big barrel or something like that, okay, or a fence. So you're coming up and over. So going from inline to hip width. Okay, shutoaki, step forwards, kick with the front leg, nukite. And backwards. 1 and 2. And yami. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is maigeri mawashigeri, jodan arakanuchi, shodan gyakuzuki, gedanbarai. So you've got a few bits here to remember. So, from zenkutsudachi, maigeri, forwards, back leg, mawashigeri. Wind yourself up so you come halfway. If you wind yourself up, it gives you that chance to load the power for the uraken. Okay? Maigeri, mawashigeri. Wind yourself up, get your hands ready, step forward, uraken. So front stance, pull those shoulder blades together. Gyakuzuki, gedanbarai. Okay? Now because you've got 2 kicks in this, you won't have as much space to do as many. So, maigeri, mawashigeri, uraken, gyakuzuki, gedanbarai. But make sure you try it on both sides. So, maigeri, mawashigeri off the back leg, load, uraken, gyakuzuki, gedanbarai. Okay? So you'll do that 3 or 5 times, forwards, turn, and then you'll do it going backwards as well. Now, it's important to try it on both sides because obviously you're changing legs each time. So if you don't have much space, make sure you step back and then repeat. So let's do that once more, all the way through. And 1, okay, and then repeat. So the next technique is very similar, but this time instead of a mawashi geri, we are coming in with a yokogeri kakome. So it's a side thrust kick, changing the uraken for a jodan shuto uchi. So we still come down from zenkutsudachi, chudan mai geri, back leg comes through, get yourself twisted round so that your hips are ready. So use your momentum to turn. So from zenkutsudachi, mai geri, kakome, load, shuto. Because it's shuto, both hands should be open. So, mai geri, kakome, jodan shuto, gyakuzuki, gedan barai. And then repeat it on the other side. So, mai geri, kakome, shuto, gyakuzuki, gedan barai. And make sure you're landing wide enough when you come down from that kakome. Okay, so all the way through. 1, and then change legs. So 2, and yummy, and then keep repeating. And as ever, pause, rewind, repeat, practice it as you need to. All of this is in the hips though. So after you've done your kicks, whether it's a kakome or the mawashi geri, getting those hips round, ready for the next technique. So the next thing we're going to do is, we're going to be in kibarachi. We're going to change to front stance to zenkutsudachi, and then back to kibarachi. So the techniques are yokogeri kyagi, so side snap kick, gyakuzuki, gedan barai. So, from kibarachi, stepping across, keep those toes close together when you step, as we said before. Step across, foot comes up, kyagi, step wide for the gyakuzuki into front stance, gedan barai, back into kibarachi. So, 1, and again 2, and then to turn just on the spot, gedan barai, and go the other way. And yeah, and then pick up speed. Once you've got your basics on these, build up your speed. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is a shirageri. So from zenkutsudachi, turn on the spot, look over, under, make sure you're looking though. Kick behind, those hips again to turn you round. Okay, it's easier when you do it quicker. So turn, kick, turn, land, and then we go the other way. And you do this 3 times. So we turn, keep looking where we're going, kick, turn, land. So if we do it full speed, because there's 2 ways you can do it. You can stop here, halfway. So from the other direction, you'd be turning to here, almost into cat stance. So you pause, but you lose your power when you do that. So what you want to do is keep it going fluid, okay? So we're just going to do it forwards, and 1, 2. Okay, and when you do it more and more, you get a bit dizzy, so you can lose your balance. But keep practicing it, okay? The foot should be vertical. If you're doing it sideways, it's a shirakakome. Your hips should be square to the floor, kicking with your toes pointing down. Very hard to get right, but do practice it. So the final part of our Kihon basics is multiple kicks. Now with these multiple kicks, we're not moving anywhere, it's all on the spot. So you're going to do Maigeri to the front, Kikomi to the side. You'll do it 3 times on your right leg, 3 times on your left leg, unless you're told to do more. But always listen to what you're being asked on grading day. But what you're going to do, you're going to kick to the front, pull your foot back, then kick to the side, then step down. So bring your foot to the knee, give yourself a rest if you need to, get your balance. Keep that supporting leg bent, and that will help with your balance as well. So, from Zenkutsudachi, Maigeri to the front, pull it back. We've got to turn on that supporting foot. We're going to kick to the side, Kikomi, and then back. So, Maigeri, Kikomi, and again, Maigeri, Kikomi. Okay, this is Kihon basics, so keep your hands to the side. It's not in Judachi, it's from the sides. And then we change legs and repeat on the other side. So, Maigeri, Kikomi. Always keeping an eye on what your foot's doing, okay? So that's all of your basics. So if you need to, pause, repeat, go back, build up that power, that speed, okay? We're going to go through all of the Kihon sets, 1 through 5, and then we are going to do set 1, Jiyu ippon. So, Kihon ippon sets. We're just going to go through it with a right attack coming in. So my attack is coming into my left hand side with the badge. So I'm going to do it the basic side. Make sure you practice both sides as well though. So standing in yoi, so feet haikadachi, so parallel stance, knees soft, hands in yoi. So set 1, jodan. Coming back, chudan. Maigeri. Set 2, so remember we're starting to add the angles in now. So jodan, chudan, Maigeri. So set 3, jodan, chudan, Maigeri, Kikomi, Mawashigeri. Set 4, jodan, chudan, Maigeri, Kikomi, Mawashigeri. Set 5, jodan, chudan, Maigeri, Kikomi, and Mawashigeri. And then repeat them on the other side. So Jiyu ippon set 1, the main difference obviously here is that we are not coming from, or we're not standing in yoi for the defence, we're both in Judachi. So as a reminder, Zenkutsudachi is here, pull the front foot back the length of your foot. That's Judachi, okay? Sit more centrally on it, you've still got more weight on the front, but just sit a little bit more centrally. Your hands are well, we'd normally say that's chudan, but that's your jodan defence and a chudan one. You will find your comfortable level. Some people fight with arms slightly further out, but you will find where that needs to be. Okay. What we don't want is this, because we're not boxing. So we've got a clear jodan, clear chudan. Both defender and attacker step into Judachi. Okay. So again, the attacker is coming in with a right punch to my left hand side. we're going to step 45 degrees, Tate Shuto. So that's going into the elbow crook there. Gyakuzuki, full, make sure, even though we're starting in Judachi here, this is in full front stance. Gyakuzuki, fully extended. If you need to, if you're too far away, lift that heel off the floor and then push away. Okay, back into Judachi. And we're shuffling away, so if they come in with a second attack, it's either going to not reach us quite as easily, or we're going to be able to get away a lot quicker. Okay, so that's Jodan. Chudan, same as set 1 Kihon ippon, but you don't need to do the full move. It swings across. Step your back foot out the way. Gyakuzuki, so you're now on their back, push away off their back. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Straight back to the front, so you always reset to that central position. My geri, rather than going straight back for Ganambarai, we go off to the angle. Gyakuzuki, push away. Okay, so set 1 Jiyu ippon, Jodan, Chudan, and my geri. Okay, so that's set 1 Jiyu ippon. Okay, so for the third Kyu syllabus, we are now going to do Tekki shodan. So this is all done sideways, not much space here today. So I'm going to go at an angle. We start, right foot comes in, right hand and left hand are together. Middle fingers are lined up, fingers are nice and tight. Okay, so from here, right foot comes in, soft knees, stepping across. Okay, so that's your first combination. We then have to step off to the left. So I'm going to start doing this now at the angle. So that's the whole kata, which again difficult to see because it's the angle. You've got different little sections. So second half is the same as the first half, just in reverse. So as you've seen, we've done the first set. Comes out, Ganambarai, Kagizuki. But then step off to the left. Step across, left kick, Uchiuki. This is an Agiyuki coming round. At the same time, this gets halfway, right hand punches out. Uruzuki. So the punch comes back, Uruzuki. So the hand that's at the top doing the block is the first leg to move. This is namiashi. So inside leg block. Sweep, block to the left. Look right, right leg sweep, block to the right. Koshigamai, look over your left shoulder, double punch. Okay? So. Okay. And that's Tekki shodan. I will do a separate video for that. I will need more space and we'll go through the moves in more detail, but that's a basic one. You can look for Soko Kanazawa on YouTube and he will be doing that kata as well. And he shows it full speed with power, but also slow speed, so you can see the separate moves, okay? But do keep practicing it, we will cover it in the dojo, but that is Tekki shodan. So we have done your Kihon basics, your kumite sets, and we have done your kata, which is Tekki shodan. So it's Iron Horse level 1. Okay, now it's important that you practice Takioka shodan, all 5 Heian katas, up to Heian Godan obviously, plus your grading kata, because there is a chance that you will get asked to do those other ones as well. Okay, but that is your 3rd Kyu senior syllabus. Us.